Fan Don Gino. I have hoped that it was easier for the Nazis to pin the Reichstag fire on the anti-fascists without video evidence, but the Republicans are sure still trying. And on that note, any push for new laws or police power from this attack needs to be rebuked. Indeed.
Both great
Indeed.
points, just because it is amazing how don't believe your lying eyes has become like standard.
Yeah, there's a story in Wall Street Journal about Biden saying he wants to push for anti-terrorism stuff. So I think we need to stop using the term terrorism, even though I think that's the intent of these people.
Absolutely.
Because it's going to lead to counterterrorism responses.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah. Such a zoomed out view. I mean, that's in the best way, because like
I
quickly,
think,
like,
go
on.
This is the danger of the push for this is like there is a difference between pointing out the disparity in how if one group of people did something, if black people, if brown people, if Muslim people do one thing, and on the other hand, white people do one thing, it's important to point out the disparity of the reaction. However, the way to redress this is not to say that we should necessarily respond in the most draconian fashion to all of it to make it equal. We can also say we need to respond better when one cohort of people does something versus the other cohort. Do you follow me? In other words, that's why I am not necessarily in favor of throwing around the word terrorism, because it is equitable relative to who we have applied it to before. I would rather not apply it to a much wider swath of people, because what Joe Biden's going to do is he's going to introduce a bill. They're going to have somebody in Congress. Chris Coons is going to introduce it, whatever it is. And it's going to pass, because these things pass with a majority all the time. And all it is going to do is it's going to end up being used against vegans who are protesting in front of a pork processing facility, or it's going to be used against, anti-fascists, or it's going to be used. I mean, this is a bad idea. We have plenty. There was plenty of opportunity to prevent what went on yesterday. There's plenty of statutory authority to punish these people. There's plenty of statutory authority to have known and surveilled these people and made aware of what they were doing beforehand if there was anything that they found that was going to potentially be violent. We don't need more laws on this accord. And remember, we just got a prime example of what happens when you plant a seed in one administration and it comes to fruition in another, right? Like, it doesn't have to be theoretical. Would you want this power in the hands of Donald Trump now? Would you want this new power in the hands of Josh Hawley? It's not a theory anymore. We've just seen a perfect example of it.